Albie Cullen, and I live in the north end of New Bedford. I never had any intention of living in New Bedford. Never spent much time in New Bedford. 6 years, a little over 6 years ago, while passing through New Bedford as a result of my substance use disorder to opiates, I was arrested. And that began my stay in New Bedford. As a result of that arrest and also continued substance use disorder, I ended up homeless in New Bedford. And so began a long journey, in which was a pretty dark period. There were some people who wanted to make my address in New Bedford the Ash Street Jail. And so that was a consequence of my actions I was facing. My plan was to stay in New Bedford as long as I could get the court cases resolved and then move along. And of course, the pandemic happened, and so everything sort of ground to a halt. And then at that point, I was in recovery, early recovery at that point, living in a sober house in New Bedford. And somebody told me to come to PAACA, Positive Action Against Chemical Addiction, and that they could help me. And let me just say, as an active substance user, I was not a spiritual person. I didn't have any spirituality. I only cared about myself. So when I came to PAACA, I walked in and it was when I came to PAACA, it was the one place in the city where you could come and nobody cared that you had been arrested, nobody cared that you had used drugs, nobody cared about anything that happened to you. The only thing people at PAACA cared about was how they could help you and how they could help solve your problems and help show you to a better life, and in that aspect included spirituality. So that sort of turned my time from wanting to stay in New Bedford. That was probably 4 years ago now. I'm still at PAACA, as you can see. We're surrounded by amazing people, some of whom are on these videos. And as I started my spiritual journey, I met someone at PAACA, and they gave me this crystal, which I take with me everywhere I go. And the individual who gave it to me is probably the most important person in my life now. So the end result of all that is I came to New Bedford, I ended up getting arrested, I thought ended up homeless, I thought my life was over, and it's probably turned out to be the single best experience of my life.